Hello everybody, it is Susan here and welcome to my new series which I'm going to call Watch My Garden Grow. So I have a container garden for the very first time ever in my life and it's actually growing. So I wanted to share and document my experience actually with all of you. So, if you're not interested in this type of video, you can bypass it, but you will clearly see that it is called Watch My Garden Grow. I'm not sure how often I'm going to put these out, but yep, I figured I would just start because like I said, things are growing. And I want to thank Helen from Moss Cottage again. She was actually my total inspiration for starting vegetables and herbs this year. Last year I started flowers and I had started them already for this year, and then I watched a video from Helen, which I will link below, and it totally inspired me to do some container gardening. So the first thing, now I did do a Tea Tuesday a few weeks ago, which I can actually link the video below. And I shared, well, my greenhouse. But I don't know if you all remember, but the greenhouse was not here in that video. It was, I'll go slow, it was all the way over there. So I moved it because you can see that it's pretty much all shady right there, and I'll go slow again. But over here, right about this time of day, and it's a little after 11 a.m. In New Jersey, and you can see, well, it's an overcast day, but the sun is there, and it's there throughout the day. So, I guess I'll do a quick overview. Now, even a few days ago, I shared on my personal Facebook page, or my Facebook page, I did an overview. So I think I'll start with an overview, but I do believe that my next video is going to be about hand pollinating my cucumbers. Yes. Can you believe I even know that term? Since I started this, a month ago? When did I start this? Early June, so just over a month ago. Okay, so quick overview. So this pot right here is filled with radishes. So I saw somebody that he said, well, you really can't overplant radishes. So what do? Well, I put like a gazillion seeds in there, and as you can see, it's a lot, right? So I have to figure out what to do with that. I know I can pull some out. I don't know that I really want to. Just kind of let it go and see what happens. This cucumber plant, or there's actually two. Let me go over them. There's two in each of these bags. And those are grown from seeds. I did that. Can you believe that I even did that? And I'm using bags they're cloth bags. They're just tote bags. The blue one I've had for probably, 10 years. And then these black ones I've been getting from my grocery store when they deliver food. The same with this green one. So this tomato and that tomato plant they both are pieces of this tomato plant right here. So I was pruning this one way back when I first got it, early June, and I just shoved a couple of them into the ground. Not into the ground, into the plastic container that's growing in. And they actually took root. And yeah, so they're growing. Don't know what's going to happen with them, but they are growing. This is another little tomato plant. These are both beefsteak, but they're different beefsteaks. I have 4 tomatoes growing on this plant. There's one down here, 2 there, and 1 over here. And then I have only one growing there. Now, I am expecting to not have any more tomatoes. There's no more flowers. So, like I said, I'm learning a lot this year, and I should have never put them into this greenhouse. As you can see, the greenhouse is almost empty. It just has some new little pots that I am trying to grow some more tomatoes and what else? Oh, bell peppers. Okay. So, what is this? So this right here, along with that, and that, are bell peppers. Oh, and I don't want to forget, I have my basil, which I dried a few days ago, last week. I cut and dried the basil in the microwave. Oh yeah. So I'm letting it grow again. I'm going to make pesto next time. And then I have a little dill plant here which has started to flower, and I just leave them there because they're supposed to be a good pest deterrent for tomatoes. So that's why they are by the tomato plants. And I have 3 bell peppers on this little plant right here. Probably the biggest one is right here, which is funny because it's also well, no, it's the second to the newest one. So yeah, so they're growing. I noticed actually yesterday that this one and this one has flowers on it, so I'm happy about that, because I think I'm going to probably get more peppers on those. And actually the wind pollinates those, so they were also in this greenhouse and I took them all out, and so I'm hoping that, you know, the wind will pollinate those. So yep, so those are my green pepper plants. Now let me show you real first in here before I get. So I have 3 sets of seeds, tiny Tim tomatoes, and then 2 here. I did these probably a week ago, and I'm like, why am I not seeing anything germinate? Why am I not seeing anything green? And I wasn't sure, so I'm like, well, I'm going to try it again. So, and it just might be because it's not time yet, but I don't know. Excuse me, because, well, it's the first time I've ever done this. And of course, I could read the packet, right? But anyways, I did 2 more. Those I did yesterday. So those are all tiny Tim tomatoes. And then over here are seeds from a pepper that my son ate. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm saving those seeds. And I did. I let them dry for, I don't know, almost a week. And then I planted a couple of them. Why the heck not? So my pride and joy in this garden right now are the cucumbers. So that's my smallest one. They all came from the same pack, 6-pack. One of them I threw out probably about a week ago. It was doing almost nothing, so I just got rid of it. So it's almost by size. That's kind of funny. So that's my smallest. Then that is the next biggest. And then back here, this is my beauty right here. And it's growing up the netting so that it keeps it off the ground. Now, what I'm gonna do, see, because remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had bushes here that I had removed. The bushes where the robins laid eggs, and I couldn't remove the bush until the robins flew away. I don't know if you guys remember that. But anyways, this is where those bushes were. And those bushes had a lot of bees. A lot of bees. And so I got rid of the bushes, so the bees were gone. So I don't have a lot of bees. Not good. So next year, like I did plant some zinnias, but next year I'm going to have a lot more flowers to attract the pollinators. Another big word, right? I'm just like learning so much. But anyways, what I'm going to do today sometime is my plan, is I'm going to hand pollinate the cucumbers, because I can see the male, I can see the female, they're growing. I just want to make sure that they're pollinated. Oh, and this little ceramic guy is something I did probably, I don't know, 40 years ago, and now he's my little protector here in the garden. And this cucumber plant is also starting to grow up the netting. So then these are the last two right here. Now these I got in the 6-pack with my bell peppers. I should really take those little stakes out because that's not what they are. I am now getting a pepper. There's a pepper growing on this one, but I have no idea what kind of pepper it is. I have no idea. No clue, because they were supposed to all be bell peppers. If anybody knows what that is, let me know, because I have no clue. So yeah, so that is where I'm at. And what I'm going to do is, as things progress, I'll take you along and share with you what's growing, what's not, what I've learned, what I'll never do again, what I should have done. So even these flowers back here, I moved from a different area, but I think there's too much sun over here, even though I have them back to where there's a bit more shade. But they're not happy here. But I was trying to get some more bees over here. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so that's going to be it for this first Watch My Garden Grow video. And like I said, I'm going to do some hand pollinating, so I'm going to try my best to record that. I'll see how that goes. And yeah, I'm going to kind of share my thoughts with you as we go along. All right, thanks so much for being here. Please let me know your experience with gardening, container gardening, regular gardening, flower gardening, herb gardening, veggie gardening, whatever. I would love to hear. Okay, thank you so much. Alrighty, bye-bye.